What up? Pat Mayo here. 2020 Shriners, Hospitals for Children Open DraftKings Picks. Very quickly running through everything. If you want the full episode of the Pat Mayo Experience, where we break down player by player, every single player, plus the BMW PGA Championship over in Euro, head on over to the Mayo Media Network YouTube channel or the Pat Mayo Experience podcast. Full show up there right now. But I want to get you on your way. Who are the picks you need to use at Shriners this week in Las Vegas? First things first, it's a par 71 at TPC Summerlin. This week, we've seen Bryson DeChambeau, Patrick Cantlay, both winners here. Kevin Na won a year ago. It's just over 7,255 yards. And even though it's a par 71, there are 4 eagle opportunities, with the par 4 15th being a drivable par 4. You have a choice at the very top of the board. You have Bryson, Webb, and Cantlay. Tony Finau has withdrawn from this tournament after he tested positive for COVID. Of all of these guys, Bryson's going to be the most popular. He's probably going to be the best play. It just so happens he's just south of $12,000. It makes making the rest of your lineup a little bit difficult. Cantlay is going to be the low-owned one, around like 13% from this range, and he is a former winner. He's never finished worse than second place at this tournament, so he's pretty good too. Although he's not playing quite up to the expectations that you would normally think of Patrick Cantlay. If you want to go balanced, I would start with Morikawa, go to Wolff and Scotty Scheffler, those 3 guys. And even if you do that, and let's say you want to go with 2 of those guys and Bryson, or 3 of those guys, or Bryson, 1 of those guys, and then drop down to someone else, stars and scrubs is really the way to play this field. Because the guys at the 6,000, 6,500 and below, there's like 7 or 8 guys down there. I'll list them off that you could potentially use in your lineup. So if you want to firm up a core up top, have like 5 key guys that you want to go to, put them in all your lineups, or mix and match like 3 of the 5 of them, and that's the basis of your core, and then just drop all the way to the bottom, you can have some pretty good looking stars and scrubs if you get lucky with the scrubs, and some of them aren't so bad. So my 2 favorite plays in the field are Morikawa and Wolff. Nothing changes for me from like week to week. Those are the 2 best guys. Bryson's obviously excellent, but he's so expensive, it's tough. So my core is going to be built around Morikawa and Wolff. I'll have a little bit of Scotty Scheffler, a little bit of Casey, a little bit of Cantlay, maybe a little bit of Bryson, but those 2 main guys are going to be the crux of my lineups this week. After that, you drop into the low 8s. I'm going to bypass the Kokrak's and Answers, Zach Johnson and Nas. Everyone's using Cam Davis. Not Pat Mayo. Not using Cam Davis this week on like 30% of you. And hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me. I'm going back to last week, Sterling, who's dropped like $2,000 in price with Will Zalatoris. 70 to 1 in the betting market. I bet that. I'm going to use him at $8,300. You can use Doc Redman with the rest of the world at $7,900, but that might eat up some of your salary cap. So if you're just going to drop down, I think Ben Ann can rebound at $7,100. That is a $3,000 drop in his price point from last week. He was $10,000 last week. This week, $7,100. I think Kevin Streelman at $7,000 is a viable play. Norlander at $69. But the guys that I talked about at the very beginning, the $6,500 and below guys, you get a weird eclectic mix of players, but all are kind of viable in this tournament. Tyler McCumber, who I really like and did bet to win, is 175 to 1. He's 65. Martin Laird is 64. Jason Duffner is 64. Justin is $6,200. Graham Dillette is $6,000. All excellent ball strikers. I might even throw Camilo Villegas into that mix as well. And then I can just mix and match these guys at the bottom with 2 of those, with Zalatoris, Ben Ann, and Streelman as those mid-tier guys, and then 3 of the top-end guys, and really hammer down on stars and scrubs lineup this week. That was my preview for the 2020 Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. You can find my DraftKings cheat sheet up on DKPlaybook.com. And again, full episodes of the Pat Mayo Experience breaking down the entire field in depth up on Mayo Media Network's YouTube channel, and the Pat Mayo Experience audio podcast available wherever you download your podcasts. I'm Pat Mayo.